So obviously you're an amateur witch, right? So like,
yes,
you're you're in the witch academy. It's like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You're Hufflepuff. You're getting there.
Right.
Okay.
Is that the worst? Is that the worst house?
No, I don't think it's the worst house. It's just the
They're
house.
a bunch of chumps, man. What are you talking about?
I was going to say, I don't
house.
know one main character from who's name a main character from Hugglepuff.
You out
Nobody
there,
knows
a witch and you don't even know no Harry Potter
What kind of witch does it work?
What kind of witch are you,
in
bro?
like Witch Academy? You watch Harry Potter like 4 hours straight.
What? What kind of fugazi witch is this,
Right,
bro?
listen, I watched the whole...
Man ordered a witch off Wish. Some eBay witch, you know. Hey, you better come correct, Imogen.
I am dead.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Well, cheers to podcasting.
Okay,
Cheers. Cheers. Delicioso.
Wow.
I love tequila.
If you ain't drinking it straight, then I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's cheating.
Disappointed in you both.
You me?
Both of you.
Hey man, I'm a tequila drinker. I can do that. I can do that.
What was that? What's that song? Chaser.
No, that's Mixer. I've got Chaser.
Yeah, I mixed in, but I can do the whole damn shebang if I need to.
Oh no.
Chaser,
Not
Mixer.
me.
It's the same shit.
Haters. Alright, cool.
We are shit.
Wow. Ready?
So apparently you're mixed race. That's what I'm hearing. That's what the streets are telling me. I'm out here.
And it's not just the
What, because
tan.
I'm late? What
I'm
do
out
you
here
mean?
flying.
It's not just tan.
I'm flying
We're
from
mixed
Heathrow.
race.
Flying, literally flying more than them Boeing 777s that are in the air at Heathrow. I'm out here flying through traffic to make sure I get here on time.
I was late. Yes. Yes.
I feel like
I'm late everywhere to everything. No matter how hard I try to be on time, I'm just not ever.
You're the first Caucasian I've ever met that's late.
Really?
Yeah. Most Caucasians are on time.
No, I don't believe you. Some of my friends are the same as me. They're in such denial, but they're just as bad.
Yeah.
But I'm late everywhere. Like everywhere.
When you say everywhere,
Even to work.
Is Imagine okay with this?
yeah.
No, absolutely not.
And by how late are we talking here?
I mean, to work like only like a few minutes, but everywhere else in life, late.
And why is that?
I don't know. I actually don't even have a reason. Like I always feel like I'm gonna be on time, and I'm like, I even like look at the clock. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be on time. This is going well done. And then I'm late half an hour.
I feel like women have a propensity to fart around. Or just do nonsense. Exhibit A, yeah.
Right.
I told, obviously you lot know that I've done a madness to get here, innit?
Yeah.
300 miles already on the clock today.
Yeah,
Crazy. Yeah. I told my mum, we need to leave this house at this time. My mum is out here talking about... She's going to the airport, by the way. She's going to Heathrow. She's going to Nigeria, innit? Please tell me why my mum is taking out the recycling bin and talking about water spots on her floor. I'm like, Mum, you have a flight to catch. Please stop pissing me off and get in the car. She's like, no, we need to do this. I need to do that. I'm like, bruv, how does this need to be done now? It can be done by me later. Why do you need to do it right now? You've got a flight to catch. You need to get to Heathrow. There's traffic on the roads. She had to do it. And I was just like, Mum, you're just out here farting around. Like, what are you doing?
I feel that's a really different circumstance though. If you're leaving to go on holiday, you want everything to be done before you go.
Why?
She doesn't trust you to finish it.
Yeah. Probably.
No. Okay. If it doesn't get done, what happens?
I mean, nothing, but it would just give her peace of mind that it's done, I'm sure.
Wait. You just said the key word there.
Nothing. I know. Okay. I know, but in her head, it's going to cause a problem if it's not done before she goes.
Why is that?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
I asked many a woman, and none of them can give me a tangible answer. You just fell into the trap just there. Nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing's going to happen, but it's just like, I don't know. It gives you peace of mind. It's done.
Is that why you're late? Is it because you're doing these little things that give you peace of mind?
No, not always. Sometimes I'm like, I forgot to do this, so I've had to go back and do that before I leave, or especially now I live on my own. But no, I don't even have an excuse. It's not even like I've got to quickly take the bins out or do something.
So you literally be farting around?
No, I don't think I do. I actually do try my absolute, honestly, guys. I try my absolute best to be on time.
Well, I smell
smell a little bit gassy over here. You know what I'm saying? Someone's farting around out here. So okay.
I swear, I try my best.
Your last occasion where you were late.
Today.
Yesterday. Or
In fact, today.
Today.
Today's perfect. Today. Why were you late today? You live in the area.
I do live in the area.
I live over, like, what, 60, 70 miles away?
Yeah, actually live a 5-minute drive from me.
Yeah. In Scunthorpe. So, walk us through what happened. Like, Mike dropped you the text, like, you know, yo, where you at? And what did you say? What happened? What were you doing?
Well, actually, I let Mike know that I was going to be late.
She did.
And the reason I was late, well, I had to get in from work. I had to clean the whole flat. Why are you looking at me like that?
You had to clean the flat.
I had to clean the whole flat. It needed to be done today because I've been putting it off for about 3 days. So it had to be done.
It had to be done today?
Today.
Today when you knew you had somewhere
to
be?
Yeah, because I've got work tomorrow after work tomorrow. I've got like a double shift tomorrow. So I wouldn't have had time to do it tomorrow. So I had to get it done today. And I thought, right, I've got, you know, like a 2-hour window. That should be absolutely enough time to get the flat done, to make sure I look presentable and eat before I leave. The presentable side of things was done. The flat was done. And then I needed to eat. And then, I just fell a little bit behind time.
I have several problems with what you said.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were going to let me off there.
Nah. You ain't getting off that easy.
He's found some
He's
fart
like,
in this story.
I found serious flaws. Serious flaws in what you're telling me. You told me you had a 2-hour window to get ready, get the flat in order, and get something to eat.
Yeah.
Every man knows it takes a woman at least an hour to an hour and a half to get ready and presentable. Preach. Is that facts or is that facts?
That's facts.
That's facts.
That's facts. Is it not facts? So you had you had an hour to half an hour to an hour to clean.
I already had my makeup done. I was at work. I've been at work for half the day, so my makeup was already done. I just needed to touch a few things up.
Take off half an hour. So that's still an hour.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
How long did it take you to get ready?
Generally, depends.
No, today. How long did it take? Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
Cat.
I'm not joking. I had to change my top. I wore these jeans to work. My face pretty much looked like this. I just needed to freshen up.
I woke up like this.
I definitely don't wake up like this, but yeah. Anything else?
It smells like cat to me. I'm gonna let it slide.
Okay.
We're happy to have you here.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you here.
So
thanks.
Tell the people who you are.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Imogen.
Lovely.
Imogen's out here.
We're gonna start with a little intro. We just do a little intro for like.
Are you gonna get it right this time?
I want to try to.
Bro, you've been getting it wrong for like weeks, bro.
I keep getting mixed up. I got a lot on my mind, you see.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Busy mind.
Okay.
It's your boy Mike, aka Sexual Deviant, aka She Club and Connoisseur.
You are a bit of a deviant, innit?
I've changed my ways now. I'm chilled.
Oh, bro. Every week that line. Every podcast we hear that line.
I've
changed.
I have changed. I'm not the same as I used to be.
I'm like Mystique, bro. You haven't changed, bro. You haven't changed. You're just a shapeshifter.
A leopard can always change his spots.
Mystique, I told you. Anyway, it's your boy Jay, aka Bleep That Is Got To Go, HRJ, aka the Lord's second son, and I'm out here doing the Lord's work.
Praise him.
That was really cute, guys.
I appreciate it.
You got a little intro?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, we always start off the pod by asking some we call them fire starters. Yeah. Questions, little questions.
Oh, I've got a bad one actually.
Oh, good.
Oh, no.
I'll go, then you go, then I have my third one. Okay?
Guys, you know I'm nervous, so
no, it's easy.
be nice to me.
It's very nice. All right. Okay.
I'm not really nice to anyone. Not even my sister.
That's
She
true.
keeps asking who's her favourite. I keep telling them none of them.
No, that's not very nice.
I'm not a nice person.
Jeez, that's kind of evil, man.
Bruv, every week she's telling me, oh, I'm your favourite. Oh, I'm your favourite. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, bruv.
How old is she?
11.
Oh.
Is she farting around?
She's becoming a woman before my very eyes. She used to talk to me, right? And she used to tell me exactly what she needed to tell me. Bang, 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 right there. Facts.
Yeah.
Jason, this happened. Boom, boom, boom. Now she's out here. She's telling me about all this unnecessary shit, about what her hair, this other girl's hair looked like, where she comes from, what year she's in, what lipstick she was wearing, what trainers she was wearing, what they did in class earlier. She'll go round and round and round. And then finally I'll be like, yo, Get to the point.
Yeah, Imogen, why do women do that actually?
Do what?
Like when they're telling a story, like why do they not tell the meat and potatoes of the story? Why do they like add
Why don't they get
extra?
to the crux of the matter?
Because you just need to know all the details. Like I, as a person, personally, I just like to know all the details. If there's a little backstory, I want to know the backstory
Okay.
before, because I just do. I don't know. Maybe it's like the gossip about it, or I don't know. It's
Women
just,
are a Netflix producer's dream.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's. I think we like what I like to know the backstory behind certain things, if there is one, before the point of the story. Especially if I'm going to be asking questions about said gossip or story. I don't even necessarily even need to ask the questions if I already have the backstory, you know?
So like when you're telling a story,
Yes.
so let's say for example you're telling a story about work and you're like, oh my god, imagine this happened at work today. You'll be like, imagine I turned to work at 7:45, yeah, and I was wearing green Converses,
Yeah.
walked through the door, yeah,
Yeah.
saw Sally. By the way, Sally was wearing an atrocious ensemble, yeah, her skirt, yuck, yeah, yeah,
This is sounding pretty accurate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and like her, basically, like she had a booger coming over her nose. I could slightly see it, but she didn't know. Anywho, yeah, turns out that Sally said that she gave uck to one of the customers in the toilets. And I was like, who was it? She was like, Danny Smith. And you know Danny Smith, the guy that plays rugby for the Hartford rugby team? You know, the one that had the thing with the car crash? Yeah. Is that how you literally tell your
Yeah,
stories?
minus the Sally was wearing a really bad outfit and I think she had a bogey hanging out of her nose.
You wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I probably would go into the rest of the detail.
You wouldn't rip another woman's outfit if it was horrendous. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm trying
Stop
to...
it.
I smell lies.
Smell cat.
Could you imagine, Jay? Me and you, yeah. I'm like, yo, imagine I saw this Donny there, had to fight him. Hey, by the way, his creps were dead. Yeah, he saw his hat, yeah, bruv. Man was wearing a New Era hat from 2004. You know, I had to beat him up. What?
Listen, this is why I like when man them tell me info, innit? It's boom, straight to the point, bang, bang, bang. Yo, Jay, this happened. Boom. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, boom, 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 straight in there. Women, la 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 la.
Not always though.
Bruv, get to the point, fam.
I'm not gonna lie. Again, I love you, women. You guys are cool.
Yeah,
innit?
you're great.
Yeah.
You're the best.
But
Sounds it.
do you know what I really hate? Yeah,
What?
is hearing about a woman's holiday. Oh, I hate it so much.
Why?
I hate it. Yeah.
I need to know.
Or their week. I hate it because if
Tell
you ask
me.
them about them holiday, yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, so you're there. How was your holiday? When I ask a question, I'm like, shit, because I know that they're going to give me so much unnecessary detail I don't need to know
Okay.
about the holiday.
Like what?
Like, okay, what was the last holiday you went on?
Oh my god, I can't even remember.
Like in the
Where
summer.
did I go?
You wasn't some in the
Where
summer.
the fuck did I go?
Somewhere hot, probably.
I did. I can't remember the name of
Was
it.
it Greece or somewhere? Was it in Greece?
It was in Greece. It was at Corfu.
Greece?
Corfu. We
Okay.
went to Corfu.
Tell me about Corfu.
When I say
And is-
Kripos,
and-
bruv, that's all the war, innit?
Okay, hotel
no.
was shit, food was shit, but we had a really fucking great time whilst we were
You were
there.
thinking about that.
No, I swear, like whenever someone asked, because obviously
in shock.
I went with my.
Well done.
I
I'm
went
really
with-
proud of you.
That was
I
some
went with
5
my
seconds.
friend. I went with my friend that I work with. So when we come back into the office, everyone was like, "How was your holiday?" And we were like, "The hotel wasn't really great. The food wasn't really great. The weather wasn't really great. But however, we still managed to have a really good time." Then if they asked questions, we went into detail. What do you mean the hotel was shit? Oh, okay. Then we went into detail. I'd like to think that's kind of how I would. Well, at least my holidays anyway. I'm not saying I do that with everything in life, but
Did you ever play Pokemon?
I did. I watched it. I never played it. I don't think.
There was this thing called a rare candy.
Right.
That is what we call a rare candy, Imogen. You're the first woman that's ever told a holiday story in an appropriate amount of time.
Thanks so much.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
But yeah, anyway,
I'll take that.
the fire starters.
Oh, okay.
They're really easy questions, man. The first question, like, because the World Cup's on,
Yes.
who is your favourite England player and why?
I feel like you already know this.
I do.
Jack Grealish, obviously. Like most.
Super Jack, Super Jack, Super Jackie Grealish.
Why is Jack your favourite? Why is the Birmingham lad your favourite?
Okay, so it's
Wait, what's your
gotta be
favourite part on a man?
on a man.
Yeah. Body
Legs,
part.
legs and bum.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Man like Calves
Exactly.
United, lad.
That's what I'm saying.
Gosh, United.
So his legs, obviously, unreal. It's the first thing that I noticed about him. He's obviously a little bit. I love him, obviously, but he's dead above the eyes most of the time.
What does that mean?
He's just not very clever, is
Oh,
he?
no brain.
No,
up
like
there.
no brain. Like he's like a little bit dead above the eyes.
Dead above the eyes. I like
That's a
that.
new, that's a new term. I'll put that in the pocket. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah. But yeah, no, and I think he's like, I only follow football when it comes to the Euros or the World Cup.
Understandable.
And so in 4 years' time, I might have a different player that I like. But I genuinely, when he got signed and he was like known as the 100 mil man, I was like really happy for him because I thought he's actually a really good player as well. So I can appreciate like both sides of it. Like he's actually a decent player and
Got great
he
legs.
looks great.
Okay. I like that answer.
Thanks.
You know that.
Legs.
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 Yeah.
Man, them do your
Yes.
squats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't skip leg day, man.
Don't skip leg day, please.
I can't lie, you skip leg day bears.
Coach.
Yeah, but some men generally have nice legs. If you're like big, if you're tall and you're quite well built, you have big legs. You don't necessarily
Yeah,
have to train them.
So what define good legs? What are you looking for? Do you have a leg fetish?
No, a fetish.
Like would you like if you were with
Fetish
Jack
is a very
Grealish,
strong word.
if you were with Jack Grealish in
Yes.
the bedroom, would
Yeah.
you lick his calves?
No, would I fuck?
So why do you like his legs so much?
I don't know. I just appreciate a good pair of legs on a guy.
But you can't do nothing with his legs.
So I can look at them.
And then they
You
just
know, like
get
when
you-
they're walking around in boxes or whatever, and I was like, oh, you look great.
I mean, I look at cheeks. I like cheeks,
There you go. I
But
like
I-
a good bum as well.
but
so
I can clap those cheeks.
right.
Or you can grab a
I
cheek.
see your
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Or
your
I can-
point.
Those cheeks.
Okay, I see your point.
You could do that to a leg though, couldn't you? You could.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Would
It's
you do
not a
that to a leg?
fetish, no.
Would you
I
like
wouldn't.
feel his leg up?
No, not necessarily. No,
I
I just like to look at them. It doesn't. It's not nothing more. Than
I wouldn't
that.
judge you if you did, because like certain girls like to like touch guys' arms and stuff. So
Yeah,
by
yeah.
that merit, like I wouldn't find it. I mean, it'll be a bit peculiar, but I wouldn't be like, oh, she fucking weirdo. She likes to, I guess, touch or stroke legs.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have ever really done that.
So if you had a guy, right, and he had, let's say you could pick proportions, yeah, or no, let's say he had 90% legs but 10% arms. His arms were twiggish, but his legs were fire.
perfect leg.
Perfect legs.
10 out of 10
Built
leg.
built by the Greek gods themselves.
Hercules
Hercules
legs, but the arms of a pepperami.
Oh, this
trust
is a
me,
really
dead.
hard question. Pepperami arm?
Pepperami
No. It's got to be like in proportion.
Okay.
You said
It doesn't have to, but the legs, even if the legs are a lot bigger than the arms, but they're not, you can't have nothing.
Okay.
You have something, some sort of definition. I'm not asking for like biceps for days and massive. Obviously, I go to the gym, so like big muscly guys is not for me.
Okay.
I just like a bit of definition. The chunk, like you know, like you get that chunky muscle
Yeah.
that's not necessarily defined, but you can tell that they've got like something
Okay.
there.
She wants an NFL
I
lineman,
like a
bro.
chunky
lineman.
man.
Oh, so like a rugby, but like he's on
Yes,
the front line.
yes.
Yeah, big,
lineman, bro.
bally, but you know I work out.
Yeah.
You know I'm strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Fair.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
You had a second question, I swear.
Oh, it's a bit crazy. You know, I'm gonna just drop it on you.
Oh
It's
no,
cool.
oh no.
So,
Okay.
how am I gonna phrase this to you?
Is it?
I hate this question already.
I'm sure it'll be nice.
It's
It's not. It's not.
we're getting straight into the crud. This is shoot and shoot.
Oh, I love nitty
This is what we
gritties.
do.
Okay, cool. This is why I was nervous.
Is it true? Is it true that and have you done? You've got to tell me if you've done this before.
Yeah.
If a woman says "come for me," does that mean she wants to stop?
Come. What do you mean? In what way? Come for me.
Yeah. So if a woman says like you're having sex,
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Because we
Yeah.
weren't even talking about sex before. Okay,
yeah, we're
fine.
straight into the crud.
Okay, fine.
So you're having sex and like, does a woman saying "come for me" mean that she wants to stop? She wants the session to end. She wants you to wrap shit up.
It depends if she's already came. If she's already came, probably not. If she hasn't, yeah, probably more than likely.
She's like, I want this over and done with.
I mean, I've personally never. I don't think I've ever even said that in bed, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I have. But So I can't speak from like personal experience. However, I have obviously been in positions where I'm like, I just want this over so badly.
Why? Because he's not.
So bad. Like, honestly, there's one person I've got in my head, and it is just, honestly, any of my friends watching this will know exactly who I'm talking about as well.
Yeah.
And it was awful, and I was doing everything in my power to get it over with. I was doing everything that I could.
What did you
mean
do
by that?
What did you do?
What do you mean by that?
What did you do to try and make this end? Like, did you throw a flag?
No, I was just doing everything that I personally could as a woman to get it over and done with. I was doing everything.
Wait.
Everything.
Okay, give us an
You
example.
put out the whole
One thing.
playbook.
Trust me.
Yeah.
The whole playbook.
Honestly.
Give us an example. What one thing that you did that you just like you thought, okay, this is gonna get it over and done with.
I literally was giving him head for so long, and I was just like, I just need this over. But to be fair, he was drunk too.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter because... Oh no, actually I think every time I had sex with... like when you have sex with someone, it was so bad, I was like, I need to at least give it another go.
To make sure it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Like the first time, sometimes it's a little bit awkward or whatever, and we were both drunk or whatever after a night out. We knew each other, but we were both drunk after a night out. And it just wasn't what I was expecting, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this again, and it happened again, but again he was drunk. So I just think like he was one of them, like guys take a little bit longer. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just that. So I was really like giving it my all, and then I was like, well, this is not working. So
Wait. So are you saying that he wasn't performing because he wouldn't come, or he couldn't make you come?
I mean, I'm guessing
both.
Oh, so
he couldn't even kiss properly. He had nothing. He had nothing.
His
to
angles
give.
were all wrong.
He had nothing to give, and I was like, I'm giving you everything here, and you don't even deserve it, and I just want this over.
Did he at least have good legs?
No.
Oh.
No. I just had to think about his legs. No, he didn't even have good legs.
So why did you even give him the opportunity? Why did you even give him time of day?
Because I had recently split up with my ex at the time, and it had been like a few months, and I was like probably on one of my first nights out, and it was just like one of them things. I was like, right, if I don't
Get it out of the way now.
get it out of the way now, I don't know how long it's going to be until I do. So I think it was like a few months after I split up with my ex.
Okay, we're going to come to that question later. I've got a question about that. That comes later.
Right.
Comes later.
Okay.
This is my final hot starter question.
Okay.
It's in relation to pictures or videos people send, right?
Right.
So us and the boys group chat, we came to a deduction that women don't really like dick pics, especially in your DMs from random men. I know women get it all the time. It's horrendous, yeah. However, if you're seeing someone and you really like them and you're dating with each other, if a man sent you a video of him nutting,
No.
you would not like.
No.
Because I've asked some women and they said, that's their cup of tea.
I mean, I can only speak from
no,
me
of
as
course,
a person.
of course, of
I'm not
course.
saying that for every girl out
As a
there.
tangible person.
I just think no part of that
Yeah.
would make me find you more attractive. It just wouldn't.
Even if the sound was on and all the way up.
No. Definitely not then, Mike. Definitely not.
That adds to the background. It's
No.
It's like Hans Zimmer. Do you know when Hans Zimmer plays a score in a movie? And it's like dun, 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 dun.
Bruh,
That's what the
this
noise in
orchestra
the.
is disastrous. Bro. Shambles.
It's like no, play the saxophone. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
It's a
Symphony
climax.
is dead, blood.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay, fair enough. That answers my question.
I still can't understand why you think it's a good idea, or why those
Do you
girls.
do this?
I've done it.
Okay, to a girl that you were with or
Yeah,
seeing? Or,
I would never release a nutting video to a random female. I've never.
It's different if they ask for it. I think if they ask for it and it is something that they're into, fine, why not do it?
Yeah.
That's fine. But if they haven't asked for it, Mike, did they ask for it?
It's always been asked.
Unsolicited.
It's always been asked.
It's always
Okay,
been
well
asked.
that's fine then.
I would never
That's
say-
absolutely
Go on,
fine.
Mike, run us through the conversation. How did it go? Babe, can you send me a picture of you
I
busting
mean,
it
I've
up?
asked for a dick pic back before.
There we go.
I've not asked for like one of those videos, but I've asked for like a dick pic back
You asked for a dick pic back.
after
that
sending
mean-
a nude.
Why did you send the nude?
Because why not? I'm a nude sender. I like to send nudes to
Oh,
people
this
that I'm
is-
seeing.
This is interesting. Okay, so
It makes me feel good.
why does it make you feel good?
Well, I guess because I feel like if I look good, I'm going to send a picture for a start.
Yeah.
I take, and this is a thing, even like, I am single, but even like over the years, like if I get my camera roll up and I'm like, oh no, there might be nudes on there, and someone's like, okay, yeah, who you see, and then who you sending them to? I'm like, honestly, no one. I'm just taking them because I was feeling myself. I wanted to take a nice photo, whatever. But yeah, I send nudes. They make me feel good, and the response that I get back 9 times out of 10
So
make me feel better.
More questions. What is the appropriate response? Because I'm not really a nude. I don't send nudes. I've never sent a nude. Never.
I wouldn't expect a guy to be a nude sender.
Yeah, and I just
at all.
And like when I've received nudes in the past.
Yeah.
Like, not as of late, but like when I've received them in the past, it's just been like, okay. Great.
Yeah, but are you seeing these people,
No.
or are they just well? There you go. Then that's why, because there's no like link. I would never send a nude to someone that I'm not seeing or at least speaking to, or like dating. I just wouldn't. So that's where I feel like maybe that's where you've lost it there, because you're not.
It makes sense. The endorphins, you say, like the endorphins of
and then obviously if you're seeing them as well, that they find you attractive. I think it's like not an ego thing, but like a self-confidence thing. Like that they find you attractive. You already know that, obviously, but like you send in a nude and what they kind of respond to that gives you like that little bit more of like
the reinsurance of
yeah.
I know you like me, but you like me.
Yeah, but you like me.
You know, I gotta go in. I'll be working out.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, I get it.
Alright, sorry to pour cold water on you lot's little hype thing or whatever, but then what are you gonna do about the consequences if it doesn't work out?
I send them on Snapchat.
Oh, delete button. It's only lasts 10 seconds max.
Maximum 10 seconds, and you can't obviously screenshot
If
without
they
them knowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and at the end of to be fair, if I know obviously it wouldn't have to be like a revenge porn situation, but even if it was sent around and I knew about it, like I would 100%, because that's a violation of me, I would report them 100%. I've sent that to you in confidence with, especially because I only send them to people that I'm seeing or dating or have that kind of trust with. Mm-hmm. I don't care if they screenshot it and they kept it, but then afterwards, if I'm asking you to delete them or don't send them to someone, I want you to respect that of me, and not.
But legally, they don't have to.
No, they don't. But if you're sending them around, is that not illegal? Is that illegal?
Yeah,
it's not really.
No, I guess
if you send it into the group chat with the man them and everyone's like admiring it or whatever, and I'm not saying I've never done something like this, by the way, so let's get that out there. But technically, no one's doing anything adverse to you, and once you've sent it out, it's kind of no longer really fully your property anymore. That's why, like, for example, when celebs have sex tapes leak.
Yeah.
Half the time, or 90% of the time,
they lose.
It's hard for them
it's really, really hard for them to retract it. Or even Kim, she couldn't fully retract it. That's why she had to spin it and flip it into a hustle. So for me, it's kind of like if you're sending a nude out there, then you need to either really, really, really 100% trust that person, or you need to be prepared for the consequences which could happen in the future.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I will say, especially with guys, you can get some sour guys that, just because they feel like you violated them or you didn't like them or whatever, they're the type that would put. I don't think it's really a girl thing to do. Like I don't think a girl would really put your nudes out there like that.
Well,
no, we wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, if you receive the dick pic from a guy, right? Would you put in a girl's dick pic like, oh my god, look, he sent me?
Not if I was seeing them or dating them or whatever. If it was just a random fucking, I've obviously received stuff in my DMs. I don't actually receive them very regularly. Like I know some girls do. But if I receive anything like that from someone that I don't know, then I'll screen record it or screenshot it and send it into the group chat.
Yeah,
it is.
But then they shouldn't be sliding in my DMs from fucking whatever country they're from and be sending me, yeah.
Okay, we're back. That was a quick break.
It's rapid break.
Yeah, man, I like that break. That was quick. So basically, right, one thing that I really like about you, Richard.
Me.
Yeah.
I know, is going.
Do you actually already? Do you?
Go on.
Let's see. Is that you are one of these crystal witches that I love to make fun of all the time.
Crystal?
She's a crystal witch, bro.
Do you know what? I purposely didn't wear anything today that had a crystal on it because I didn't want you to bring it up.
I'll bring it up because if this was the Salem witch trials of 1720, you'd be burnt at the stake.
I would be burnt at the stake.
So, okay, all I know about witches is that you guys are tapped, right?
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like I'm very new into my witch journey, so I don't really know much.
Okay.
But carry on.
Because Jay here is a child of God, right?
Listen, you heard what I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm out here doing the Lord's
Why are you trying
work.
to set me up here?
The Lord's work.
You are so mean.
So Jay is
Someone get me some holy water. Man.
splash.
We got tequila.
There we go. That will do.
It's just
Sanctified, lad. You know what I'm saying?
So obviously, as you are a witch and Jay is a child of God,
fucking hell. I'm not a witch.
it's like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but you know you're in mid-20s. You know, but yeah, but like, what does modern day Caucasian female witchcraft like? Because there's difference. Obviously, you get like African witchcraft.
Yeah.
What does Caucasian female witchcraft like involve?
Herbs.
Okay, what exactly in herbs? Like, is it cooking, spells?
Spells, technically spells, if you want to call it spells, but it's like if you throw these herbs and water or whatever into a pot or into your bath, and you say certain words of like affirmation or whatever, that it will not necessarily come true, or it will just help you, like guide you in certain directions. It's more spirituality for me than it is witchcraft. Okay. I've got a friend that is very much, he's been into witchcraft for years and years.
Mega witches.
Mega witch.
So witcher.
So what kind of
witcher.
But what I've learned, the very little that I know is really from him.
Okay.
And it was something that after my breakup, because I was in such a bad place mentally, I kind of looked to spiritualism and like healing and all of those things. So, you know, like with the crystals and stuff that you're saying about, is very much a part of witchcraft as well, because they hold certain energies and they're supposed to like help you with certain things like creativity or like love or protection. But then you've also got like herbs that will join alongside that to like kind of...
Okay.
Alright, tell the truth. Okay. Have you cursed one of your ex-boyfriends?
No. I don't know how to do that. If I did, I probably would.
Hey! I've got a palsy. What's up with the Exorcist?
Hey! Father in heaven.
Hey, I've got some garlic in there. Does that work?
So funny.
Yeah.
Even though you've not cursed on your ex-boyfriend, I'm guessing because you're like an amateur witch. You're a new age witch.
Very amateur. No, I just had a shiver. You brought in like a cold breeze. I just had like a little shiver. Is that all right?
That seems like something that witch would say. Well, okay. So obviously you're an amateur witch, right? So like,
yes,
you know, like you're in the witch academy. It's like Harry Potter. You know, you're Hufflepuff. You know, you're getting there.
Right.
Okay.
Is that the worst? Is that the worst house?
No, I don't think it's the worst house. It's just the
They're
house.
a bunch of chumps, man. What are you talking about?
I was going to say, I don't
house.
know one main character from who's name a main character from Hugglepuff.
You out
Nobody
here,
knows
a witch and you don't even know Harry Potter.
What kind of witch doesn't work?
What kind of witch are you, bro?
Witch Academy. You watch Harry Potter like 4 hours straight.
What kind of fugazi witch is this,
Right,
man?
listen, I watched the whole...
Man ordered a witch off Wish. Some eBay witch, you know. Hey, you better come correct, Imogen.
I am dead.
Hey, don't curse me. I was joking.
You better watch yourself.
Next thing you know, Jay's on his way home.
I turned into a chicken, bro.
It's just chicken driving on the motorway.
Officer, what happened? I don't know, man.
He's like, hey, Bruno, get it. There's a chicken driving a car on the M-way, man. What? Oh, don't worry, it's one of those witches. I've seen this before.
Hey, stay away from that.
Open the shard case, Johnson.
You don't know about Harry Potter?
I do, but I'm not like, because I'm not a mega fan.
I'm not either.
I'm not a mega fan. I've watched it a fair few times, but when it first came out and I was like 10 or however old I was obsessed, but then that obsession just died.
And then it revived.
And then, not necessarily, because I wasn't like, oh, I want to be like Hermione or Harry Potter. That was not the case. Like I said, it was just a breakup, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you cast any spells? Now, and I don't mean this in terms of like Expecto Patrona or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking like in terms of like your manifesting energy. like
Yeah.
to manifest stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what spells have like you done, and like what is the spells for, like, and have they worked?
Some of the, see, this is the thing, it's kind of like, you know, like when you pray, if
Yeah.
you believe in a God and you pray to God, and you know, it's kind of like that. You don't necessarily always see results, but then sometimes something can happen like a year later and you'll be like, I'm sure, like, especially if you manifest or you have like a diary or whatever, you write things down, and you look back at things like that and you see, oh my God, this has actually happened, or maybe not in the exact way that you've written it down or the exact way that you've asked for it, but it has, or there are explanations as to things that have happened that you've asked for or you've manifested. But a lot of people think that if you just manifest but don't put in the work, it's gonna happen, and that's not the case. You still have to, you know, you can't be like, oh yeah, I want to be the next Beyonce, and just keep saying that every day and believe that every day for the rest of your life, and it would never happen. You've got to put in that work as well. So it's
kind of like a Bible reference. There's a reference that says, but faith without work is dead. So basically,
yeah,
same thing, like,
absolutely, yeah,
you can have all the faith in the world that you're going to
100%. And this is the thing, spiritualism is just another religion. No, well, not religion as such, like obviously we yeah, it is, absolutely. And I was having this conversation with my brother the other day, because he believes in like a higher power. He doesn't believe in like a God or anything, but he believes in like a higher power. And he was like, so why are you spiritual? And I was like, because my higher power is the universe. And my higher power is the earth, and you know, all the natural things that, you know, provide us with energies and all the good stuff. Like yours is the higher power. Someone else is God. You know, like, who are you to tell me that that's not real?
I get you mean,
yeah.
because it's helping me in my life, whatever I need at this moment in time. So
Yeah, absolutely. And who's
that.
to say, like, in 10 years' time, I might be like, well, that was a load of shit.
Throw the herbs in the bin.
Throw it away.
Put
The herbs go in a bin.
Put it in your mashed potato, innit? Just
Yeah, fuck it, a little bit of rosemary in there. Yeah.
love that.
So, in terms of like the crystals,
Yes.
what are you doing with your crystals?
They just sit on my side.
What, in your pocket?
No, like, yeah, some of them go, like, I put them, like, usually in my bra, or like I wear necklaces that have crystals on them, and then the rest of them kind of sit on like the windowsill.
Is that because the sun like charges them?
The sun, the moon charges them, gives them back their, like, obviously because the moon has energy, so it just gives back the energy that they once had.
Okay.
And do you have like different ones for different purposes?
Yeah.
Okay, so like run us through some of them.
Okay, so this is where I'm really bad, because I've got bad memory, okay? So I wear a rose quartz like every day. It actually recently broke, which a lot of people say that if like something like that is to break, that means that its purpose is done. So that is meant to bring you like love and protection and things like that. Clear quartz, for example, that's the white one. Brings you like clarity and like strength and protection. Amethyst, these are the very basic ones, these are the ones that I remember the most, is very much the same in terms of protection and things like that. My ex actually recently reached out to me and was like, oh, I need some crystals, I know you're into all of that shit, like I know you're into all of that shit, can you help me out a bit? He's like, I was like, okay, yeah. And he did like a little online quiz, and it was like the crystal. I said, oh, you need amethyst, like for your needs. I was like, absolutely amethyst. And he was like, oh yeah, that's what the quiz came back with. And I was like, oh, okay, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I also do know what I'm talking about. So it's there.
You keep some knowledge within.
Yeah. But there's just a lot of stuff that just kind of, it just
Goes in and out.
Yeah.
I get that.
As
Yeah.
No, I mean, when I think of crystals, the first thing that comes into my head is Zordon from the Power Rangers, because
Who's that?
So Zordon.
He's a floating head.
Stop.
He's a floating
I mean,
head.
I bet you I will know exactly who you're talking about when you show me.
Zordon.
He's some fat floating head and like looking like a goldfish.
This
like.
is Zordon, yeah. Okay, and he's in a massive crystal.
What?
He's a floating.
I don't remember him being in Power Rangers.
Yeah, he's the floating head.
Mighty Morphin.
What does he look like now? He looks a bit like Lewis Capaldi. Does he not?
Oh, maybe Lewis Capaldi was Zordon.
Pull up a picture of Lewis Capaldi right now.
I want to put a picture of Zordon. Lewis Capaldi.
You know, like if you really zoomed into like this part of Lewis's face, I feel like they would look very
Hey,
similar.
no, I actually see it. I actually see it.
You see it?
I actually see it. It's the cheeks, man. Them
It
cheeks.
is. It's the nose and the mouth.
Hey.
Like, yeah, this part of the face.
He's a mighty move from the Power Ranger. Hey, R.I.P. Jason Frank as well, my guy.
Who's that?
Is that who that was?
No, it was the green and white.
Oh,
Ranger.
the Green Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah,
man.
Jason Frank, man. R.I.P.
Man was
He's
out
like-
there. Oh, he was
Sick,
sick.
yeah, sick. But yeah, that's all I know about crystals. Because
Right, and I have no idea what that is, so...
no, that's true. But like, obviously, whenever you tell me about your crystal stuff, yeah, I'm just kind of like, yo, this woman's crazy.
It's more to do with the universe,
Yeah,
Mike, and
I get
how,
it.
you know,
I get it because obviously
the positivity of things.
Obviously,
really.
it's harder for me because I'm a non-believer
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
crystal
yeah,
stuff.
absolutely, yeah.
So like, even when it comes to that witchcraft, I'm a non-believer of that, and even dark magic. I'm a guy that's in science and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So whenever you tell me this kind of thing, but like the bit when you said like it works for me, like
Yeah.
obviously like you said you had a breakup or whatever, and I'm assuming that it helped you heal and it helped you
Yeah, absolutely.
feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I guess in that retrospect, it doesn't really matter, even if it is fake.
As long as you're not doing anything bad.
As long as you're not actually.
As long as you're not out here doing bad things, like, yeah, who fucking cares,
Right.
you know?
Are there witches out there? Because I'm sure, like, as you're an amateur witch, and when you're in witch school, I'm sure there'll be lessons of like evil witches that have done stuff.
Is there a
evil
witch school?
Maybe in places, I'm sure there probably is.
Where did you get your witch degree
I don't have a witch degree.
or certificate?
I don't even have a certificate. I'm just rolling with the punches.
Do you want,
Freestyle witch.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you go
yeah.
like,
That is
do you go
exactly
like
what I'm
YouTube
doing.
videos and like learn through other witches on YouTube and
No
stuff?
books.
Pardon?
Yes, I can read.
No, books. No, I didn't know what you said. Books.
I didn't hear that either.
Did you not?
No, I didn't know what you said. Okay, there's
He
that.
looked at me like,
Mike, how
shit, this
rude,
guy
man.
can,
No,
this
she's
girl
not.
can read.
She's not Jack Grealish. She's got stuff a head above the eyes, whatever it was.
Wait, what was that time again?
Oh shit,
You
don't.
said like he was dead.
Dead above the eyes.
Yeah, you got alive above the eyes.
I am,
Alive.
yeah, to
You're
a
alive.
degree.
Yeah, you're alive. But like, so like, you can go to like the library, like the local Scunthorpe library, and
Which I wouldn't, by the way, before. Just putting that out there.
But you could like rent out books on witchcraft and learn about witchcraftery.
Yeah, or you can buy them from Amazon.
Okay,
Yeah.
good point.
You can get anything off Amazon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that,
But
I
yeah,
love
it's just like there's one specific book that like my friend bought me for my birthday, and it just basically explains like the history of like witchcraft and things like that, and kind of how witches have developed over the years and how their powers are used. And this is the thing, I think if you're a witch, which I don't believe that I am, I'm spiritual, I don't believe that I'm a witch, but there are people out there that have, you know, like these certain powers or gifts that they're given. Therefore, once they've kind of established them, that's when I think like witchcraft comes into play. I don't think it's for everyone. I don't think it's like you can be a witch tomorrow even if you read all the books in the world. I think it is like very much if you believe that you've got this gift, you can use it.
So when you got your witch book, tell the truth now. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Did you scroll through the chapters or the blurb at the back, the glossary at the back? Did you try and look for love potions? Tell the truth.
No, because it doesn't have spells in it. And also, like when I do have like a spell book, it's like an everyday spell book, like so it's very basic shit. But like I believe very much like if I was to open the book and it was to land on a page, that is what I would need in that moment.
Okay.
Not like go and look for something that I think that
So you're
I
a
need.
believer in fate.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I have one more question. It's in regards to, again, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but is there witches out there that actually use their witch powers for evil?
Yeah.
Like, are they actually like
Probably.
Casting love potions and stuff. I saw something like that on TikTok. This woman had
Yeah, I
cast
see a lot of shit
like,
on TikTok.
she had like a shrine and she
No.
had
Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
and a picture
Yeah.
of like a guy or something, and apparently it was like a love potion or something. And I was like, boy.
Yeah, there are some out there, I'm sure. I mean, America is a crazy place, so
True. I did once see a woman try to summon Dick into her life with crystals.
this is what I'm saying. There are crazy people out there that probably use things like that for their own benefits, for whatever crazy benefits they are, but I don't personally know any.
I actually have a crystal. Do
You have a crystal?
you want to see it?
Are you taking a piss?
I swear to God, I have a crystal.
Jay, what is he going to go and get?
I don't know.
I actually have a crystal.
Don't break the set, bro.
I prefer to go crystal.
God.
What is
Like
this?
a big kid, isn't he?
He actually is. Look at how excited he is.
I have a crystal.
I'm
My friend
scared.
got it for me.
Okay.
I don't know if this has any. I don't know if this has any powers. I hope it doesn't have any powers. Okay.
What is it?
It's a crystal.
I'm not going to touch it.
You don't have to touch it.
Okay, show me.
Okay. This is the crystal.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a rose quartz, though.
This is the crystal I have.
Show the camera what the crystal is, bro.
This is the crystal I have.
It's a cute little crystal.
It's a little
It's a rose
crystal.
quartz.
It's a little crystal.
Mike.
I love how we've been talking about this for time and he's only just realised I've got a crystal.
I've got a crystal.
Guys, I've got a crystal.
I've got one. I've got a power.
Mike,
It's Zordon.
Are you trying to tell us
It's
something?
It's Lewis Capaldi.
Are you trying to tell us something?
No, there's a.
Because it looks to me, if I deduce what I'm deducing,
Yeah.
it looks to me that you're trying to summon dick, bro.
No. It was a housewarming gift.
Is there something you want to tell us?
It was a housewarming gift.
Mike, are you trying to summon dick?
I would not want to summon Dick. That's not me. But I made a joke about summoning Dick, and one of my friends, she's also a crystal witch. She got me
A crystal dick?
Yeah, a crystal dick
Love
as a
that.
housewarming gift for when I got
love
the
that.
yard.
I love that she didn't go like too OTT with it either. I would have got you a big one. I would have got you one like this big.
Jeez, that's a big. It's a lot of witch. It's a lot of
It's
witchcraft.
cute though. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I mean, maybe you could channel your energy to it.
Unsolicited dick crystal.
Put your dick away.
Put it away, bro.
Don't put that in my eye.
Wait, we're gonna get banned again, bro.
Don't put that in my eye.
Quick question whilst we round up on the witch topic.
Yes.
If, let's say tomorrow, your powers just awakened
Right.
and you could cast one spell in general, you could just cast a spell and it would work.
Oh, okay.
What would you do? What spell would you cast?
Fuck. Oh no, I feel under pressure.
It's a really good question.
It is a really good question.
I know what I would do.
What would you do? You might give me some inspiration.
I'd eliminate all evil from the world.
Yeah, that's a really good one actually.
Because then my life would just be great. I ain't got to worry about greed or people trying to make weapons of mass destruction and all the other nonsense we have to worry about, and all the things that Mike says I'm a conspiracy theorist about, but I'm actually correct about, because the stats actually come out and the courts have come out and the cases have come out. But hey, let's not talk about that. But yeah, life would be good. I wouldn't have to worry about shit.
No, that is a really good one, to be fair. I actually don't know.
I mean, I would get rid of cancel culture because I just think it's stupid.
Get rid of what?
Cancel culture.
You know he can't speak in it. The first time you were like, what the hell did he say?
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
I have a speech impediment. It's the crystal. It's affecting my speech.
This is tequila, babe.
That's exactly what it
Good
is.
point. But yeah, I'll get rid of cancel culture.
Why?
That is such a random thing.
Yeah, I just hate the way the world is moving in a certain direction. I just really hate it. So I would get rid of it.
Okay, I would get rid of...
You can be selfish as well, you know.
Yeah, I know. I would get rid of like million, billion, trillionaires from the world, and like everyone have like an equal pot of money, so that no one is poor, everyone is good in life.
Interesting.
It probably wouldn't work economically. I'm not thinking about that, but I'm just,
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to think of what the repercussions would be.
I'm not thinking about the repercussions. You asked me if I could cast one
No,
spell.
it's cool. It's true. I agree with you. It would be nice.
All right, I'm answering your question.
It would be nice. No one have to worry about nothing. Everyone just live their lives and
absolutely.
enjoy it. It'd be great. But you know how us humans do.
Yeah,
In fact,
I mean, it
how-
wouldn't work, which is
No,
why
it wouldn't
we
work,
are
no.
the way that we are.
It's not even just humans. It's nature.
Yeah. In about
Yeah.
200 years, everything go back to the way it was. If that was to happen,
Yeah.
that's what would happen. There'll be people
Yeah,
that
gradually it
Somehow,
would just...
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine you give a heroin addict like a crackhead 10 million.
Oh, shit, yeah, I didn't really think that far.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
Everyone's got 10 million, including you. Have fun.
Hey, I reckon someone just needs to go to a crackhead. Yo, look, here's 1 million. All I want to do is just record you for a month. Just see what you do. Just see what you
hell.
do. Yeah. Imagine a crack party. You just throw a crack party all these crackheads.
Well, bro, they're not necessarily crackheads, but bro, those people that win the lotto and go bust,
it's mental, isn't it?
It drives me insane.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, you win multi-millions and somehow you squander it on bullshit.
It's because money management is a skill, Jay. It's actually a skill.
Yeah, I know it's a skill.
I don't obtain.
I know it's a skill.
Are you a splasher?
I'm not a splasher. I'm just like I could die tomorrow kind of girl.
But you have a flat, so that means you have
Yeah,
some.
yeah, I have some responsibilities now,
Yeah.
and I always have done in terms of like financially. I've always looked after myself. Like I don't, like my mum wouldn't buy me clothes, for example. I'd have to buy everything that I've ever got in my life I bought and I've earned. But yeah, I'm just.
So you're deep in the budget, yeah?
I'm just living month to month at the moment.
But you're just kind of like, if I want it, I get it. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that will stop eventually, I would like to think, when I realise, I am poor at the moment, but when I realise how poor I am,
then it'll be like, okay.
then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I need to start saving.
Okay.
But, yeah,
Time will
that
come.
was like a little
splitting.
Yeah, a little skirt.
Well, I was going to go to another topic, but when you say you're broke, right? I have this theory, yeah, in regards to why are you stroking your forehead? Yeah.
I just knew it was. I thought maybe he's not gonna say it. Then I was like, he's gonna say it anyway.
Like, this is the thing in my head, yeah. I know I've got a lot of female friends. Why are they always broke? Like, why are women always broke? I'm not talking about like the women that might, have be CEOs of companies or have OnlyFans and they're putting their vagina everywhere and they're caking. I'm talking
Just like
about
the general
woman.
Okay.
They always seem to be broke, and I don't understand in my head why.
I wasn't broke. I personally wasn't broke until, like, obviously I didn't have like money, but I wasn't broke before I moved out. Now I've moved out, obviously, you know what it's like.
Bills.
There's a fucking lot that comes out that you don't even realise. Decorating, making sure you've got every appliance that you need in the place. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. Maybe it's. Thank you very much. But maybe it's just, I don't, like we get our nails done, we get our eyebrows done. I don't, but yeah, like eyelashes, hair. Like if I go get my hair done, it's £100 minimum.
How often do you get your hair done?
Now I've dyed it this colour. I have to get it done probably like every 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Okay, that's not too bad.
What do you mean it's not too bad? That's still a lot of money.
I need a haircut every 2 weeks, and I need to get my hair braided every 3 weeks.
Well, how much does that cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
Braiding and stuff and wash or whatever, £60.
Right.
Trim, £20, but London prices we're looking at £40.
Justin charged
Just for a skin fade.
The guy that I used to get my hair cut with before I obviously lost my hair,
Shout
due to a
out
tragic
Just
accident of receding hairline syndrome.
Oh, no. I'm not letting you get away with this, right? No. Shout out Just Cuts, right?
Yeah.
Boy,
Shout out Just Cuts.
Just Cuts had Mike's hairline on life support. He was performing
doing the most.
miracle surgery
He saved my hairline for a long time.
Every time he had Mike in the chair, he was performing God's work. Miracles he was performing, right? And Mike, being the idiot fool that he is,
Shaved it. He shaved it.
He was going to dead barbers
No.
in between.
That's not happened. That's not happened.
Yes, you
That's
were.
not happened,
Don't
Jay.
lie.
No.
Don't lie.
I went to
Don't
dead
lie.
barbers.
You went to dead barbers that pushed your hairline back and killed your hairline prematurely.
That's what happened. I went to dead barbers, and then I came back to Justin when I started getting a good amount of money. Justin was like, "Oh my god, your hairline is like on not a good level." Beep. Do you want to, like, clear?
Yeah.
So he's been saving my hairline for a long time. Yeah. We're losing him. Go get the special spatula.
Man's out here sweating.
Oh my god.
Performing
He's got the gloves, and he's got the mask on before people had masks on.
Fuck's sake.
There, yeah. Saved my hairline.
Saving.
But I had to go there every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, look, my hairline's already bad. Just go bald.
Fuck it, let's just shave it off.
That's it.
Once you shave it though, that's ruined, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, unless I go to Turkey. That's it.
But don't you have to get hair from your head?
And you get it from like around your body.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So
I
just
thought it was
take it
just
from your
from your
beard.
scalp.
My back, I think. Back, chest and stuff like that. That's where
okay.
they take it from. But I don't need to.
You don't want that. You don't want it.
I'm alright being bald. Yeah, I'm
good.
alright
Just
being
good.
bald.
I could never be bald, bro. I'm sorry. See this hairline? Ain't moved. I measure it with my fingers, innit?
No, you don't.
3.5 fingers.
Like the
Right there. 3.5
like
fingers.
forehead
How I
or
know.
five head. Kind of.
Five
It
heads.
got to a point where the barbers, obviously they want to sharpen it up, right? I told them, don't touch my... You see this here, right here? Don't touch it. Let it grow out. So now it's grown out like massively. I need to actually touch it up. but I'm cool with that. I'd rather it's messy and there's growth.
You don't push it back.
It's being pushed back. So
Right, okay.
So now when I get a haircut every 3 weeks, maybe 2 haircuts, I won't get a proper shape up. I'll just get sides and the rest of it or whatever. And then the third time, proper shape up.
Yeah, okay.
And that's how I maintain. Because if I lose my hair, I'm done out
But
here.
it can happen.
I'm
It can just
done out
happen like
here.
one day, that's it.
Terrible accident.
But your
it can
dad's
happen to
bald,
him.
though, is he not?
Yeah, my dad.
Can't happen to me.
My grandfather also had 8 wives, and receding hairline syndrome comes from sins to women. And obviously, I have.
Right. Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Dead serious. Okay, fine. I just needed to make sure because Mike, you come out with some bullshit sometimes. My grandfather had 8 wives.
He did actually have 8 wives. No,
Okay,
no,
that's fine. That's okay.
And then on the
Great
eighth
for
wife,
him.
the eighth wife, hair fell out.
Stop.
And
Why
then-
did it take 8? Are you talking shit? Are you
he's being
pranking
serious.
me, guys?
Honestly,
He's got 8 wives.
if a man has a receding hairline, it's because either he or his ancestors were horrible to women.
I'm gonna.
I wanted to know, like, obviously Jay kept bringing up the fact that he has no points.
0 points.
0 points. I have 0 points, but then I was like, wait a minute. Someone in this room's got to have points. Mike?
I've won 4 games this season.
Is that so?
How many points you got on the table, mate? Where are you in the table?
Top, mate. 12.
Top.
Top of the league, mate.
Jesus Christ.
But it's cool. I've still got my license. Everything's good.
Okay, right. And how did that happen?
Well, what happens is the best thing. Okay, if you ever get 12 points on your license, the first thing you need to do is hire a solicitor. Do not, I repeat,
Fact.
do not go to court by yourself. I have a friend, right, who recently had the same thing happen to him. And I told him, oh yeah, do this, do that. He's like, no, I'll be fine. I was like, have you got a solicitor? No, this nigga represented himself in court. Of course they threw the book at him. What do you mean? Represent yourself
Who
in
did
court.
he think he was?
You don't have any. Bro, this isn't.
You know that guy with the crazy hair, yeah? You know the one I'm talking about? The one that did the murder, and he's got like bare flaps in his head.
Yes,
and he's like,
yes.
Your Honor, I didn't do it, Your Honor. He's
Yes.
like, bruv. I was like, bruv, this guy he's got a screw loose, bruv. Like, what's going on here?
Bro, I'm like, nigga, you're not Annalise Keaton. You need
what
to
a great
have
programme, by
the
the way.
great program.
Great program.
You need to have a solicitor with
Wait,
you.
I'm gonna remember. What's it called?
How to get away with murder.
Oh, give me a chance.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That
Sorry,
was so
mate.
You're
common
too
of
quick.
me. I've had
You're
too many
too quick, just
excuses.
like you're too quick in the car, innit?
Yes.
I've
Okay,
changed
so
my
you've
ways.
got...
You can ignore that. You can ignore that.
It's a very similar name on that phone to the person I was talking about earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
not
can
the same
tell
then.
you when this is done.
Okay, we'll get names later. We'll see that. We'll get the name later.
That's why I was like,
Is that him? He's like,
know you're a
is that
friend.
what's his name? Bad Dick.
Anyway, swiftly moving on from me.
Well,
Right, so what happened?
So-
You got 12 points.
yes. And
for
speeding constantly.
every single one of them.
Yeah, all speeding.
Right.
And it's over a 3-year period.
It is over a 3-year period because I got caught for speeding, but I had to do a course.
Yeah, the
and
driving
then-
work course.
Yeah, and then you pay a fine,
Yes.
and then you're done.
Yes, I've done that course twice now.
But if you get caught within 3 years, you get points.
Yes.
So
You done the course twice.
You've done the course
So
twice, and
technically-
you've been caught 3 extra times on top of that. No, 4 extra times on top of that for speeding in 3
So
years.
technically, you have like 21 points.
And I've had 3 points wiped for my license in the past. Well, that's another story for another day.
Fucking hell.
I drive a lot though.
So do I, every day.
That's good for
Like, I don't drive at the same volume as you, but I definitely cover the same amount as mileage as you.
No, I just used to drive a lot differently to how I used to drive. So, but anyway, that's
Do you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Mike used to make fun of me, right? Because I have Waze on in the car at all times. I just put it on.
Okay, you're one of
So it
them.
tells me where the cameras are. And
Yeah,
all the rest
yeah,
of it, Keeps me, make sure I stay calm. My car's pretty quick, so I don't want to get, led for a start. Mike used to laugh at me. Ha 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 ha. 2 weeks later. Oh, Jay, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I've got to go to court, man. I'm about to lose my license. I'm going to get a lawyer.
It's different. No, it's different though. Like
Really
mine
should have learnt
I got
first.
caught like this. It was the same journey, there and back.
Okay.
I was speeding because I had to go do something, and I got caught by the average speed tech, not by the actual speed camera. It was the average speed check that got me. So it didn't actually flash me.
The average. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
Did
I went
you
to
do
London.
GCSE maths, Mike?
it doesn't usually work the average speed check.
If you drive past the average speed camera too fast, what do? You slow down.
No.
The speed limit.
I did, but it's average. So what there's other.
Exactly. So if you've gone past it at 70 and it's meant to be a 60, then you drop down to 50 and you stay at 50 until you reach the next camera, and then your average speed will average out at 70.
I wish I knew this before I went to London yesterday.
Did you get caught by the average?
I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I'll just wait for that.
Yeah,
to
you're
come
gonna
through
join the
door.
points club. Come on. Gangland.
No, but mine was I was going on a date, and I went to the date and I was fine, but then obviously on the way back I didn't know the route back, so I was driving and it was like a dual carriageway. It was like a rural area.
Yeah.
So I thought the average speed, or the speed limit, sorry, was 60.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was 40, and I was just come over a roundabout at like 50 miles per hour.
Hey,
Did it flash you? Did it flash you?
It flashed me, and I saw it, and I was like, it was my birthday as well.
It's coming.
It was literally just
the
past
date that
midnight
bad?
on my birthday.
Was the date that bad?
I never saw him again.
Oh, you got points for no reason.
I know.
Because she was on the run from my man. The date was that bad. She was like, get me on
out
right
here
now.
now.
Started doing GTA, but man's chasing her in the background.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Betty.
but that was 2 years ago, and I was literally thinking last night when I was going to London and back,
Yeah.
I need to be aware of this average speed limit, because if I get caught within 3 years, next June is my 3rd year.
You'll get points.
Sidetrack though.
Thanks, Mark.
Why was the date so awful?
It wasn't awful. I just didn't see him again because he just wasn't the kind of guy that I thought I would see myself
With.
being with. Yeah. So
Would
I was
you
just
say-
like,
would you say he was a bit icky? Because the face you're looking right now, you're giving right now, is very icky.
he was to a degree,
Oh,
but he also wasn't. He was very like wealthy, and he was like not like a casual. Why are you smiling?
money talks. that money was
She
loud.
She was
boy.
looking past the ex like, he eats with his mouth open, but he's rich. He dresses like a pike. He's rich. Oh my God! What he's wearing sandals to a date. He's rich.
No, that wasn't the case. So
Money's the
I matched
great
him on
equalizer.
Hinge. And I just thought he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And so we got talking. He was cool, it's fine. I didn't actually know he was rich until I turned up to his house. Very
You
rich.
went to the crib.
It was during lockdown.
Oh.
So I didn't go into the house. I didn't go in. We went to. He had a pool, and we just sat round by the pool and had a couple of drinks, listened to some music. You know, like you would if you were in a bar, kind of vibe, or outside in a pub garden or whatever. And we did that, and it was really nice. He was a nice guy. There was a few like things I was a bit like.
What were these things? What are these icks?
I couldn't
Right
even.
now, you're moving a bit mad right now. You just told me
Sorry?
he's wealthy. He was a nice guy. It was a nice date. But
Nice. It was just nice.
Because I know some girls right there.
It was just nice.
I know some girls that would have just let him got them pregnant straight there on that day.
I know, this is the thing. So there was just like a few things, like like when you feel like you're carrying the date, or you're carrying the, and I was like, you need to give me like something.
he said he didn't have the charisma.
You're throwing up
Just
the
give me
alley
charisma.
Just give me a little something to work with,
It was like when you have like turkey, yeah, from like your auntie, and you're tasting like. Just don't taste like mum's turkey. You're like, mum, you're like auntie. You don't use seasoning.
Dead.
You don't use seasoning. Where's the
I
paprika?
can't relate.
Bland.
I don't eat meat, do I? I can't relate.
Oh, you're
to
vegan?
No, I eat fish, so I do
Okay,
technically eat meat.
pescatarian.
But anyway, we're not
Okay.
talking
Yeah, of
about
course,
that.
of
But yeah,
course.
okay. So I can understand. I can't relate, but yeah, it was just I just felt like I was just carrying the whole thing.
Was that the main thing though?
Pretty much, yeah. And there was, like he would say like a lot of things about like his friends. And then I would never see him with his friends. And I know we were in lockdown or whatever, but this was like as we were coming out of lockdown. And I just, like I didn't just stop seeing him at that point. I'm like generally quite busy. So I was still working and stuff. So I didn't have any time to see him for like a couple of weeks. And I was just like, and he was like talking all the time about friends that he had. And I was just like, where are these friends? You know, like when you just feel like someone's just like lying to make themselves seem a little bit more
of a
special.
geezer than they are than they're not.
Yeah, and I was just like, and I feel like because I am the way I am, I feel like I'm quite a strong character. I feel like he was trying to be that person. Did you just pull a face?
No, I had a bit of...
Okay. I just feel like he was trying to be up to like my level a little bit, and I was like,
In terms of social, like the social kind of butterfly kind of way, because like
yeah, maybe.
do men do that a lot? Like, have you been on dates when you can tell like this man is lying to me right now about something?
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting because
absolutely, yeah.
Because I remember when I was a bit younger and I was just learning about females, and I remember there's this guy that used to get quite a lot of girls back when I didn't get nothing, yeah, and he used to lie all the time, right?
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, that's interesting.
About what?
Yeah.
Just about like...
Who was it?
Just general stuff, like back in school.
Yeah, back in school, like thing.
Right,
But obviously,
okay.
this is back. So I was like, okay. So I just kept an eye on it in my head, and then as I started getting older, obviously I start seeing stuff like I see certain guys do things on Instagram, and I know them. I'm like, oh, you don't do that, or you don't have this, or you don't do, or whatever, or like you don't live this particular lifestyle. So I see that there's guys that lie in a particular way. So I'm like, do you guys go on dates and just lie, just straight up?
Probably.
But obviously, you know it when you see it. You can see that
You
he's
get
lying.
like a vibe from someone, like, you know, like, because obviously we've all been at school and you kind of get like the different cliques of people. You know, the people that you vibe with, the people that you don't, the people that are popular, the people that are unpopular. And I feel like you kind of get that vibe when you initially meet someone, and if they're trying to be something that they're not, whether that's in front of their friends, whether that's not in front of their friends, whether that's just you and that. I personally feel like I can pick up on like energies and stuff, and I'm like, I just know that you're not who you're pretending to be right now.
Okay. Have you got any other examples of like times you were on a date, a guy said something, you were like, got you?
Yeah, what's the wildest thing a guy has said to you on a
So
date?
not even the wildest, but there's one. I was literally explaining this to my friend the other day. So this was like the first official date that I went on after I split with my ex, which was 5 years ago, by the way. He was my only boyfriend. So the person that I'm referring to is him. So anyway, it was the first date, probably like 3 or 4 months after we split up. And I went on a date with this guy that was from my gym. And I didn't know who he was. He'd seen me, but he like approached me in the DMs or whatever. And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I need to get out there, start dating again. So I went on this date. He picked me up in his car. It was a small, like, it was a TT, so it was low, it was small.
Okay. Audi, okay.
Yeah.
Good first impression? Yes, no?
Yeah, nice car. Very, very, like, low to get into when you're in hills. But yeah, like, it was, and so we were talking, went to this restaurant, and it was dark. We walked into this restaurant, we were in the doorway, we were waiting to be seated, and obviously he'd booked the restaurant and stuff, which I really appreciated. And I was stood there in the doorway, and I just looked at him and I went, how tall are you? And he went, 6 foot. And I went, you are fucking not 6 foot. There was no chance in hell. He was 6 foot. He wasn't. He was like 5'10", maybe 5'11" at a push.
Did you tell him that to his face?
Yeah, I went, there's no way you're 6 foot, and just like laughed it off, and he laughed it off as well. But I just remember being like, at that point, that was the first time I was stood next to him. And I was only like a couple of inches, maybe an inch shorter than him.
In the heels.
In the heels, but my heels weren't even really that high. And I was like, this guy, not that he's ever, like, he didn't even initially say to me like, oh yeah, I'm 6 foot, I go to the gym, like nothing like that. But it was just like, that was an initial, like, I'm stood right in front of you, bro. Do you want me to get a tape measure out? Like, do you want me to? Because that's going to be embarrassing for you, because you've literally just lied to my face, and I don't know what 6 foot looks like in height, but I know you're not 6 foot.
Yeah,
you know,
I vibed it.
Okay. But
I'm 5'5". If I'm in heels,
That's 5'9", maybe.
5'10".
5'9", 5'10" at a push, and I'm eye level with you.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell me you're 6 foot. I'm stood right next to you, hun.
I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. I'm 5'11" and some change. Yeah. I'm carrying 6 foot gang. I'm rounding up to the nearest foot.
Hey, you're not invited, bro.
Listen, I've measured myself. I'm 181 centimeters. 183 makes you 6 foot. I'm rounding up. I've rounded up.
Okay.
That's what I am.
By the way, can I just put out there that I don't care if someone is 6 foot or not. Like that, I'm not one of them girls that's like, you gotta be 6 foot over. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just cared that he lied to me at that point, and I'm stood right next to him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you lie about that?
Okay, but
But I'm 5'11" though.
why?
Down a bit, sorry.
Sorry.
It's all right.
In a world that we're living in right now.
Yeah, because girls are like, oh, you know, like unless you're 6 foot, you ain't shit. But that's, I don't know. I feel like I'd been speaking to him for a little while. Maybe he should have known that I'm not that kind of person. I get it. I completely understand. But I'm literally stood right next to you. Why are you lying?
I guess it was just kind of like maybe he thought you might not have noticed if he just went along with it and thought, oh, I'm wearing heels, blah blah blah. Maybe he thought, because I'm not gonna lie, like I don't lie to girls, like if I'm dating them or anything. I don't see the point to lie. This is who I am. However, have I probably lied to a girl to get cheeks? Probably have. I probably have.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I guess
that's fine.
Huh?
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like that's okay though. If you're not like intending to like be with them, but then obviously there's feelings, and you can't like obviously be like, what kind of lies are we saying?
Yeah,
Oh no, there'll be white lies.
Yeah, I need to know how deep these lies are.
It wouldn't be anything.
Why lying for?
Why lying for? I remember I was in Magaluf once. I just said, I'm a professional wrestler.
Oh, okay, but
So
that's
wasn't like,
dumb. Okay, so dumb lies.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like we're talking about. We
It's
should
a pretty
know.
big lie though.
It is a big lie, but in the retrospect, like you wouldn't like as a girl, I'd be like, oh, he told me he was a wrestler, he wasn't. It's quite funny actually, but he weren't.
Yeah.
It's not like a be all and end all, not like a
manipulation lie.
Yeah, like I think you're the most amazing girl I've ever seen or come across. That's
I've
completely.
probably said that.
Have you?
Wait.
Say
This is
Mike.
Mike.
Come
talking
on,
about.
Say
what do you mean that?
I've got the exact story.
I've seen a girl in the rave. I'm like, yo, you're like my future wife. You're looking.
I get that every weekend at the
I'm
bar. Rude. These people are rude. They're lying to me.
Do you know what I mean? Wait, but the thing is, listen, maybe I'm manifesting it. Maybe she could be my future wife. But at that moment in time,
Stop.
I'm telling you what you want to hear because I'm like, yo, she looks fantastic.
Mike, there's one story that comes to mind
Which one's
of a
it?
certain heartbreak that you gave a certain girl,
Oh no.
saying that you would.
Oh,
you know
man.
the
You
one I'm talking
asshole.
about.
You asshole. You broke a girl's heart.
Broke her heart.
How fucking
In
dare
pieces.
you? What did you do?
Are
you gonna tell-
in two pieces?
This
is my last resort.
I need to. One of you needs to explain the story.
Okay, this is really bad. This is back in my young, immature
This
stage.
story almost got him cancelled on Twitter.
Do you remember,
Was this the first time or?
Hey, listen, the quote tweets were deadly. Hey, woman Twitter.
female Twitter,
We're not
Female
allowed
and woman is the same thing, is it not?
apparently we're not allowed to say female anymore.
Oh fuck
and
off.
that's why I want to. That's
That's
why I want.
bullshit.
That's why I want to wish away cancel culture. It's just
Yeah,
stupid.
it's bullshit.
Whatever we're calling it, basically
We're
you're not
called it female Twitter
female. I've been given permission.
by a female.
Apparently, calling you a female is rude as well, but I don't know. I don't know what the rules are anymore.
Okay.
But yeah,
fine.
they almost had Mike's head for
Okay.
for this story. Oh, Mike, quickly,
Right.
we've only got
Okay.
a few minutes of memory left on this.
Okay,
card.
I can just move to the other one afterwards, but yeah. So what did I do? Okay, there's this girl I was like seeing ish.
Seeing-ish, define that. These are the details I need to know as a
Okay,
female, okay?
okay.
So you say you're seeing-ish, like,
As
or you're
in,
seeing.
we were having sex with each other.
Yep.
But it was an entanglement for like a year-long entanglement, like
year?
over a year.
Fucking
Year
hell,
and a
no
half.
wonder you have broke her heart. Are you joking? You're seeing someone for a year and you expect them to...
you're
and
a
a
dickhead,
half.
blood. I didn't know about this part.
Year and a
You
half.
didn't tell me about the
See?
timeline.
No.
You need to know the background information.
I wasn't
This is
seeing
why we
her.
go into detail, Jay.
She got me.
This is
She got me. I can't lie.
No,
This is
okay.
why.
We were having
These are the
sex.
details I
You
should
should
have
know.
asked.
Yeah, well, if you asked the questions or if he maybe went into a little bit more detail, you would.
Okay, if you think about it, we were seeing each other
Yeah.
for about a year and a half, right? We were just having sex.
Year and a
we
half
We went
now.
on like 2 dates out in public. The rest of the time,
What do you mean? In public, I would never be seen dead with her in public.
I would've
but we
been.
did
I would've
twice,
been, but-
okay? So
but I
she
didn't
should have
have to.
appreciated that.
listen. I gave you my time, babes. That's precious.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Carry
by
on with the
time,
story. I'm
You
gonna
mean after the club, drunk, coming to clap her cheeks, and then heading out in the morning?
probably
Okay.
some breakfast.
She did make breakfast, but she's a vegetarian, man. There was no bacon.
His main concern, guys. There was no bacon in the house. Go to the co-op and get some. And cook cook her breakfast, maybe.
It didn't cross my mind.
I'm sure it didn't. Carry on, anyway.
Okay, so yeah.
This is where men and women are so different, but I'm going to get into that after. Carry on.
I can't wait for this. This will be great.
I'm there.
It's great.
I was the first one to RSVP. I'm there.
Name 3 shots. Hey, I love this country, man. Monday, 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Everyone's
literally.
drinking.
Literally,
Box
it was
park
the best.
full. I love it.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
That's great. No one's at work.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
To be fair, whenever it's like World Cup or Euros, everyone just says fuck it to work in it and just
Yeah. But usually the bosses are obviously men, so they're like, yeah, cool, yeah, and they kind of like join in, so they don't give a shit. They're like, I completely understand, that's fine.
They're like, yeah, man, it's just as on me. And if England win, oh,
scenes.
I love it.
Absolute scenes of England.
I love it.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Back to the story.
yeah, what did I do? So yeah, okay, I went hideout, right? Festival in Croatia.
Yes, I know, yeah.
And I was fucked. Obviously, bare fucked. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This wasn't that long ago, Mike.
No, that was beefers. No, this was years ago. I went
it? Are
hideout
you sure?
years ago.
You've been
Yeah.
hideout twice, isn't it?
3 times.
3 times.
Oh, okay, fine.
But I went like, this is like early hideout, the first one I went
Man's a
to.
hideout veteran.
My
you know.
ex went to hideout. I bet you were there with him.
I probably did. Well,
You probably.
we probably partied together. Like,
That's
hey
what I'm
man.
saying. Yeah, yes, you probably did. That's why
I was like, who's that girl?
I
you
know
with?
where this-
What's that
I-
girl, Stacey? Oh yeah, what did you?
Yeah, I know where this is going.
You said my ex in a very strange tone. Maybe we'll get back to that later. Go on, continue the story.
So yeah, I was in hideout, and for some reason, I was coming back at like 8 a.m. in the morning from a rave or whatever, and I was like, yeah, don't worry, person. Like, I was fucked. I was like, when I, like, a year from now, I know we've been seeing each other, but a year from now, I'll make you like my missus. That's what I said to her. I was fucked.
To be fair, she was a dickhead if she believed that. Believed anything after in a year's time. No, stop there. I know she's already like a year and a half deep with you. She's probably hoping for the best, but that was where she went wrong. Next.
She made a fatal error.
She did, you did, but she also did. Carry on.
Yeah, but okay, yeah,
But we can
correct.
give her a benefit of the doubt, man. She was blinded by love.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
absolutely.
blinded. But I didn't know she was in love. I just thought she was just in lust. I just thought my dick game was amazing.
Fuck off, Mike. This is why I really dislike some men. Old you,
The
old
me, yeah.
you being
The
one of
previous
them.
me,
Okay.
the old me. So then a year later, the date comes around. Yeah, and I've clocked, oh shit, this is the date. Yeah.
So you'd only been seeing her for a period of time, and then like the year. So this is a year later. So you hadn't been a year and a half when you said that to her.
Yeah. I think it must have been like maybe
a few months.
no, it must have been like a year. Maybe I've been seeing her longer than I thought. Maybe it's been a long time. I can't remember the dates I was like she was in my life for.
Okay, so but when you told her like a year from now, how long had you been seeing her?
But maybe it was 2 years. I don't know. But anyway,
No, but I need to know how long you were seeing her when you told her about this whole year situation. In a year's time, this is where it's going to be. So I know, like,
I'm a man. I don't actually.
if you could guesstimate,
longer than 6 months.
so between
Why do
6
women
months
have
and a
such
year.
great memory, by the way?
No, we don't. We certain things stick in our heads. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. My memory is awful. Anyone
No,
will
but
than
when it
that,
comes to
but, like,
things regarding
no, but like I could be
relationships-
like, oh yeah, like maybe like roughly, because if it's sentimental to us, we're gonna remember it. Obviously, you're not gonna remember because you couldn't give a shit. So
I cared a bit.
a bit, to a degree, you cared, but
Cat.
you didn't
Yeah.
care.
Cat.
So you were seeing her between 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
You told her, I'll probably you were fucked up, but in about a year's time, I'll probably make you my girl.
Yeah, I'll be ready to settle down.
I'll be ready to settle down probably in a year. So the year has come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the office at the place where I spend a lot of my time, right? And this country song comes on by a country duo called Dan and Shay. It's actually called Tequila.
Okay.
And it's like, when I drink tequila, baby, I still see you down in a down to be light. And this song, yeah.
Oh, I
was
just got a chest pain. I laughed so hard and tried to keep it in.
song was so emotional, yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is the time I told her I was going to do the thing I was going to do. But that song is so emotional. It told me, Mike, you need to stop stringing her along. Yeah, you need to let her go. Yeah. send her back to the street once she came from. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, I need to see you.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad realization to come to. Very late in the realization.
Maybe
but
2 years too late, but potato.
Okay.
Sensational.
Okay.
This is back
shout
when
out the Book of Future.
The old me used to be toxic accidentally. I didn't mean to be toxic. It was accidental.
okay.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I need to see you. And she's probably all like hyped up with emotion. Oh my God, you can see me. Oh, that means she's going to do the thing he promised she's going to do. So she's like, yeah, come over, we'll talk. We sit down. I said, listen here, baby girl.
You didn't call her that, did you?
Nah, I probably didn't. I don't know why I used to call her, but I called her something. I said, listen here, person.
Oh, you had a pet name for her as well. That's even... Okay, carry on. Fucking hell, Mike. There's so many things wrong with this story.
So I was like, look. She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we need to end this. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. This is like, we need to end this. Like, it's just not going to ever happen between me and you. Like, ever. Like, it will never be more than just this.
Okay.
And then she broke down crying in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah. As would I, probably.
Of course, as you would do.
Yeah.
And I just sat there like, why are you crying? I've let you go. Like, do you want Ash Ketchum lets his Pokemon free? Like, do you want he let Squirtle go free to roam with the other Squirtles? Like, Squirtle, you're free. You're no longer under my capture on the ball. Go free and go chill the other Squirtles. Yeah? I've let you go. Yeah? Why?
Because she's not going to see that you know that you're a piece of shit, so you're letting her go. She doesn't see that. She sees this guy is everything for some reason that I want in a man.
For some reason, indeed.
Yeah, for some reason. He's led me down this garden path for X amount of time.
I didn't mean to. We were just having...
Were you seeing... Right, so were you open with communication with her throughout the whole time? Because I feel like if you're open with people...
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what stage you're at, whether you're dating, whether you're seeing, whether you're in a relationship, you need to be open with people.
Yeah.
And if you, at the beginning, kind of said, like, I do like you, but I don't think we'll ever be in a relationship...
Yeah.
Then... she decided to carry on seeing you, then that's kind of down to her. You've had that open communication. You've had a talk, maybe even a longer, more in-depth talk about it. Fine. And then obviously she's still going to get upset. She's still going to like you to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But obviously you didn't have this conversation with her, but you knew in your head that you weren't going to be with her, correct?
In my eyes, if she does not bring up said thing...
Mike, no.
Listen... This is my thing. If you want to take things to the next level, you need to bring it up. Otherwise, I'm going to be happily as a dandy the way things are, because I technically have no legally binding contract that says I cannot have sex with anybody else or do anything with anybody else or do whatever I'm doing.
No,
if
you
don't,
should have had that conversation with her. If she weren't going to bring it up, you should have gone, right, we're 5 months in now. We're 7 months in. We're 10 months in now. We need to have this conversation. Is she seeing anyone else? Am I seeing anyone else? Are we both open to exploring other people? Or is this just like it's something that you maybe shouldn't have brought up in the first place? It shouldn't have been you to bring it up.
Yeah.
Either one of you should have brought it up.
Yeah.
However, you definitely at some point should have thought, right, it's been a very long time now. Like we need to kind of establish some boundaries.
But this is the thing in my head, yeah. This is me, yeah. This is how my maths works.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss, yeah.
Okay.
If she is literally the day before I go link her,
Yeah.
had a train run on her by 8 guys, I don't need to know. Yeah, I don't need to know this information.
Yuck.
That's that is down to her, the 8 guys, and God. Yeah, I don't need to know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I was cool the way everything was, my life is good. I get to do everything that I'm doing. I get to go to work, do all my other escapades, everything I'm doing, go raving, everything's good. Yeah, my life is great. I'm happy. Yeah.
Of course you are.
I know, but this is what I learned. Yeah, if she was to give me an ultimatum, they're like, "Yo, where are we? Where are we going with this?" Yeah. Then maybe things will change. Cool. She didn't do it for a year, and then a year after that, she didn't do it. And I'm just living my wonderful best life. And then eventually I went, I listened to this wonderful song by Dan and Shay. When I drink tequila, baby, I still feel you. The song hit me emotionally and it goes, Mike, I don't want to be like one of those toxic guys that leads on a girl for 3 years. Let me lead it on for 2 years only. Put her away. Yeah. Correct
The
my
24-month period is where it ends.
Yeah.
Man treated it like a fucking O2 phone contract.
Literally.
But I learned from my mistakes.
Fuck me.
Man
But
said
I was,
cancel the contract, but I don't want to upgrade.
No upgrades necessary. Or no, actually, I want to upgrade, but I don't want to stick with this contract.
Yeah.
I want more data. I want more data.
I'm going to EE.
give me roaming as well.
Crazy.
But yeah, like I said, I made a mistake and I let her go. But this is the craziest thing. That was the first time we had created a boundary. Didn't see for months, and then she still kept calling me over for sex for like years after that.
Because she would have been that
Toxic.
She would have, because she would have been that comfort for her.
Yeah.
That one person that she probably would have maybe felt vulnerable with, and all of those.
Comfort dick.
Yeah, basically. So she probably saw you and probably treated you. This is how I'm going, how I am as a person. If I was seeing someone for that period of time, I wouldn't be seeing anyone else or talking to anyone else. To say that it was exactly the same for this girl, she was probably treating you almost like you were her boyfriend. So she's going to treat obviously the breakup or the whatever as a breakup.
Yeah.
So she's definitely going to be like, you have that like awkward period of like, yeah, okay, you don't talk because you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to talk to him. He was a prick. He fucking broke my heart. And then you're like, I don't care, so whatever. But then there's going to be that point where she's going to come back to you. She's going to be like, oh, I miss him. Or the sex, or the company, or whatever. There's going to be probably multiple things going through her head. And that's probably why she contacted you. But I bet you went back.
Clap cheeks.
Exactly.
Would I turn
Exactly
that
my
down?
point.
I mean,
You can't be mad.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't forget, just remember this, right?
I'm not saying women can be the same, so I'm not,
Just
I'm not
remember
disputing
this, because I've got. Unfortunately, guys, I'm getting bombarded, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go. But
Fine.
just remember this: women control access to sex, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
So men are out here in the chase. Women have got the keys to the door. So if someone's gonna let me in free of
but
charge,
you've got to read the situation, no.
and it's a high quality door, I like all the rest of these man, bruv. If it's a dead door, I ain't touching it, bruv. I tell you that right now. If it's a high quality door and they're gonna let me in, hey, I'm gonna do my thing.
The door has, when you open the door has so many activities.
Shambles.
So many toys and fun.
Shambles.
And candy.
Shambles.
What would I not go through the door?
Shambles.
Should do rattles quickly then before you go.
Run the rattles quickly. I mean, we're gonna have to do part 2. We're gonna have to bring you back.
Are you?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to bring you
Good
back.
guess.
This has been a fantastic episode. We're gonna have to bring you back.
Okay.
But quick time rattles. In fact, you guys just do a rattle.
What's rattles? What's this?
So rattle was anything that's annoyed you this week or in general, something that annoys you. So
Something that annoys me.
yeah, or something that's annoyed you, or anything generally that's annoyed you, that rattled you.
Rattled you to your core.
Rattled me to my core. And this is like old news now to a degree. But Matt Hancock being in I'm a Celeb has rattled me like you wouldn't believe.
Why is this?
Because, right, for a start, I think it's really, really, really unfair on the campmates. You've got to think, right, of this person, no one really likes him. If anyone likes him, then I don't understand. But anyway, so no one really likes him. We all know what he's done, all the problems that he caused throughout a very tough time for a lot of people. He's now been allowed to enter a place with several other people. They don't have a choice for him to enter their space, okay? And they have to live in this place with him for X amount of time. And they are obviously going to have their own opinions, strong opinions as well. There are certain people in there that may have been affected by the pandemic and by the rules that he put into place. And I just think it put them in a really awkward position. Like, I don't know if you've been watching it, but like there has been talks like, I feel really awkward. I feel like he's not being genuine, but he's here, so I can't exclude him from the, like no one really wants him there, but it's I don't know. I just feel really sorry, and I think it's for the campmates, and I think that it was a really bad move on ITV's part that they actually allowed him into the jungle because it put them in a very I watch it every day. So I just think that it just something that really jarred me. Like I was like, I don't know how they could have allowed him to be in there because I think it just really put people in an awkward position that they shouldn't have been allowed to be in.
Okay.
Or pushed into a corner to be in.
If you were in the jungle with Matt Hancock, what would you say to him?
If you were in the jungle and the cameras went off for a quick second,
Yeah.
and you could get away, like no one would. It would be forever a mystery what happened to Matt Hancock.
Or you wanted to ask him something.
What would you
I
do?
would just grill him. Anything that would come to my mind at that moment in time, I wouldn't beat around the bush. I wouldn't bat an eyelid. I would ask him, and that's cameras on or off. I'm not saying that I would do anything physically to harm him, but I would 100%. I would just grill him.
Claw his eyes
I
out,
would
man.
absolutely. I mean, depending on his answers.
Ooh.
Depending on his
feisty.
answers, it takes me a lot to get angry. But like, I just think like, I would just grill him.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that's something that's
I mean,
rattled me.
I only saw a couple clips. Like I saw a clip the other day when it was like there was something that happened. He didn't wash his hands, and someone was like,
Yeah.
"This is the health minister during COVID."
He wiped bird shit off of the chair, and then kind of just went.
And I was like,
And they went, "Are you not going to wash your hands?" And he went, "Oh yeah, of course I am." And then went and washed his hands with no soap. And they went, "No, you need to wash them longer than that, and you need to use soap." It was bird shit.
"Yeah."
Listen, a man that has a hairline but no hairline can't be trusted. Listen. I've told you about my hair, and I'm on the maintenance, innit? Hairline hasn't moved since ever, right? The moment my hairline goes beyond here,
So funny.
it's curtains. I'm
fine.
shaving it, and I know I'm gonna
so
look
funny.
ridiculous. I'm gonna look like a Malteser, but hey,
That's
I'm
so
gonna do
funny.
it. But guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Shout out to Imogen for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
We need you on again soon.
Okay.
Part two is
two.
coming.
Oh yeah. Also, do you have any friends that would want to also come on the podcast? Do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of people do you want? Interesting, spicy
Interesting
people.
people.
Okay.
Might have one interesting person in mind that you said that you knew.
Well, I've got two in my head.
That I know.
Yeah.
Who?
Who's the one that you always go out? She's always just twerking.
Sky.
Sky. There we go.
Sky, we need you.
Sky. I already know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Who's the other
Sky.
one?
Maybe Ree, but if
Ree. I told Ree last night that I was going on here.
Yeah.
She was like, "Are you?" She was like, "I don't really listen, but I'll definitely listen to that one." I was like, "You're so cute."
She used to listen, but I'm like, she's bare busy these days, man.
Oh, so
She's bare busy.
She's a business woman.
Man.
She is a businesswoman.
She's busy.
Hey, I need some
amazing.
melts, man. I'm gonna
She is,
follow her,
yeah.
innit?
It's Christmas coming up. She's doing fantastic.
Yeah,
so
shout out
proud
to her,
of
man.
But yeah, Sky is the other one.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're gonna get part 2 done. Imogen with Sky or Imogen with Ree, or who knows, all three. Who knows? I don't know if do they know each other.
Yeah, they know each other. Yeah.
Oh, it could be a thing. You never know. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's
we
it.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I
was
told you.
There's nothing to be scared of.
I was nervous, but it was good.
There we go.
Like,
There we go.
subscribe, and all that good shit.
Oh yeah, we also
Shoot me
get
up.
to people to do that, don't we?
Yeah, always. And I'm in trouble now. I'm a dead man.
Well.
Oh no.
Whole call.
Here we go,